Trypanosoma brucei. Our last phylum within the Excavata are the Euglenophyta. Euglenophyta, also called Euglenozoa, are kind of interesting in that they're both phyta and zoa. So phyta is a suffix or a word root that means plant-like. Zoa is a word root that means animal-like. Things that are plant-like because they photosynthesize usually, and things that are animal-like are so because they move. So within the Euglenophyta, we see heterotrophs and some green photoautotrophs. These photoautotrophs seem to have captured green algae secondarily to allow them to photosynthesize. They have this characteristic binary fission along the length of the organism or longitudinally. Euglena is a genus within the Euglenophyta, and they often have two flagella and a flagellar reservoir, although we usually only see one, which enables it to move or locomote. And there's another shorter flagellum that you don't often see under the microscope. They also possess a little spot called a stigma, which is typically reddish in appearance, which is thought to help with phototaxis, or moving towards the light in those photosynthetic Euglenophyta. Also around that flagellar reservoir is a structure called a paraflagellar body, which helps coordinate the movement of the flagella. Euglena typically move in a very characteristic way called euglenoid or peristaltic movement. It's kind of like there's a wave that is propagated along the body of the organism, which helps it to move along. The chloroplast has three membranes in photosynthetic Euglenophyta, which is another line of evidence that you've got secondary endosymbiosis, or euglenoids were able to capture a green alga within another membrane layer and symbiotically have the green alga photosynthesize while the euglenoid can find light, can move towards the light. We've got examples of Euglenophyta include Paranema. If we see large outbreaks of Euglenophyta, one type of large outbreak is called palmella. Another type is called bloom. And bloom is something that we frequently see applied to large outbreaks of algal-like or photosynthetic protists. We'll see that term again. So here you can see, we saw this earlier as our representative of single-celled organisms. Here's a euglenoid. You can see here's its stigma, that reddish spot there. It's got a vacuole. Here you can see a labeled diagram including that large flagellum. There's the shorter flagellum inside that cavity there, along with that photoreceptive paraflagellar body. It also uses the stigma to perceive light and swim towards the light so it can photosynthesize. It's got a nucleus with a nucleolus, and they've got triple membraned chloroplasts, which were thought to once have been free-living green algae.